Hey, what's going on, everybody? I've got a really nice mess going on here today, and I wanted to share with you a little experiment I'm about to conduct. Putting together a steam coil for a steam cleaner I'm making, for a superheated steam cleaner that is, and I'm assembling a hose, and I discovered that Teflon tape may not be suitable for the connections I'm about to make. I've decided to opt out of the Teflon tape option, and I thought, you know, I've got some thread locker. I've got two kinds here, actually. I hate these bottles. You can't never tell how much is in them. I know Loctite makes a thread sealer, but it's probably the same stuff. I mean, come on, they just want to sell you more crap. When you got this sitting in the drawer already, why not hook a guy up with a bottle of Loctite thread sealer? So, today's little experiment is going to be for propane lines. Now, I'm not exactly sure what the pressure is going to be in this line, but we'll assume it's going to be a maximum of 120 psi's. Stuff's got a nice color to it. Looks like that old fake blood from the old Halloween days. I can tell you one thing, it's awful thin. I am a little worried about that. It seems way thin to where this might not make a good thread sealer. I'm really gonna cake it on there, and hopefully that. I also need to tilt this the other way and let that Loctite kind of pool up on there. I'm inclined to believe this will be okay. I'm gonna do these ends also. I'm not gonna bore you with that procedure, but so here we are, the next day, and I can say this about the Loctite for a thread sealer. It takes a long time to dry. If you don't wipe away that residual, you're going to be there for a while, because the Loctite inside the threads will not dry until this upper stuff dries. However, I gotta say, I think this was a wise move to go with Loctite instead of Teflon tape on these small joints. Now, I know they make a Loctite thread locker or thread sealer, but you can't just go up to the store and buy that. You usually have to order it. Not a lot of people carry those specialty products. I was here in the shop. It was late at night, and I wanted to know if thread lock, it's pretty stiff stuff. See, I just knocked that little bead off of there. But for the most part, I think I may have just found a new way of doing things here in my shop. From now on, I'll probably be using red Loctite on a lot of these smaller threads because I don't like the Teflon tape. I don't know what the heat rating for this stuff is, nothing like that, but just something I wanted to share with you guys. I didn't know if anyone had ever tried it. I did today, and it's better than Teflon tape in my opinion. If you have time to wait, if you need to throw something together right away and get it up and running, this is not the way to go. This takes every bit of 24 hours to cure. This is not a fast cure on this stuff, which kind of makes me worry about all the times I've Loctited stuff together and then immediately thrown it back into service. Example, my car, timing chain galley gaskets. Okay, fellas, it's technical data time. You didn't think I was gonna leave you hanging, did ya? So I looked into this Loctite stuff, and I'm gonna leave a link in the description for this information if any of you are interested in this and have some Loctite and don't just want to spring for a bottle. I probably ought to double check that this is for all Loctites, but essentially what I wanted to show you here is that one of the things that affects Loctite the most is freaking water. Gasoline weakens its strength some. Motor oil does about the same as gasoline. Brings it down 62%. Amazingly, Talion doesn't have any effect on it, hardly at all. 20%. Talion is some rough stuff, man. I put that stuff in a syringe one time and then turned around and walked across the room. And in that time, my syringe had melted out of my hand and was like oozing down onto the floor. I didn't know. It was one of those clear plastic, hard plastic turkey basters. So Here is some temperature strength information. You can see the temperature drops within the 200-degree area. So it is somewhat strong. I was going to show you the time and cure. There's also an activator available for this stuff. Here's the cure time thing I wanted to show you. It shows the different temperatures versus cure times. I had to cure mine for about 24 hours before it was all dry. But nonetheless, I think this stuff makes a decent seal cure, or seal blocker, sealant compound. Man, that's like a freaking tongue twister. Sealant compound. They have hundreds of products. I'll probably leave a link in the description for some of this stuff, just to make it easy on you guys if you did decide you wanted to order it. But as I said, they do sell a thread sealant. Service temperature. There we go. -65 to 300. So that's what I was looking for right there. We found it.